Hey, what is going on, guys? And we are live. So this is Dion. I know I've been away for quite a long time. Haven't done any DFS videos for maybe a few months. I don't think I've done any baseball videos actually. So probably haven't done a video since the NBA season. So let's just jump right into it. This is not going to be a full breakdown. I'm gonna try to keep this video short, compact, and just get to the main points that I want to get across. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. It's not going to be a full breakdown. I'm show you guys a few of my spreadsheets, and we're going to have a little discussion, uh, pretty much about some other things. So let's jump into it, man. We're going to go straight into the spreadsheet instead of going through Fangraphs all the time. We can separate all these stats. So got my little spreadsheet out here. So what I want to do with the pitchers, want to separate them by Sierra, so it shows how they really been pitching, and it's more of a predictive stat, show what the ERA should look like down the line with the way they've been pitching. So it strips away all the luck and everything like that. So if we separate it by Sierra, of course, the worst pitcher we got is Hector Santiago. So of course we want to stack against him. Got quite a few starts on his belt. Kevin Gausman, he's at home, so probably won't pan out that way. But he's been struggling on the road against lefties and righties. Matt Cain away from home is definitely a guy we want to pick on. And then anything above 4.5, I like to stack again. So Dylan G doesn't really have any starts to compare to, but this is his last year numbers. So his Sierra last year is 4.6. So I had to go in there and edit that myself. We have to do the same for Jeff Locke if you see number 29. So we have to change that because he only started one game. I'm gonna do that later. So who else we have? Jaime, Daniel Norris, Senzatella, uh, Dylan G, Daniel Norris, Jaime Garcia. So those are the main guys you want to stack against. The only problem I have with some of them is we got an extreme ground ball pitcher like Jaime, so probably don't want to pick on him too much unless there's guys that are fly ball hitters on the opposing team, and we're gonna take a look at some of those things. So Jaime, Matt Cain, Gosman, Hector Santiago, main guys we want to pick on. And as far as who we want to throw out there, got you guys like Max Scherzer. Look at this number is so goddamn elite. 2.81, man, that's freaking elite. James Paxton's definitely in play. DeGrom, Scherzer, Lamet, he's only got 2 starts on his belt, but like what I'm seeing from him so far. Let's see what the K rate is. 38.1, so he's striking out the world right now. Just need him to pitch a little bit more to contact so he can stretch those strikeouts out a little longer over a longer period of time. Because right now he's only gone about 5. I don't think he's won 7 innings yet. So let's just take a look at it, man. Uh, yep, he's only won 5 innings both times. So we're not getting any. And at that price, you kind of want a quality start from him. So 7,700. That price is definitely jumped. I think when he first came, he was 4.9. I don't, I, or maybe he was a little bit more than 4.9. He probably was like 5 point something, and now 2 starts later, he's 7.7. So from he's starting to get into that price where we need quality starts. So I don't know how much of him I'll have, but he's also in chase where we don't want to pick on batters. But the roof will supposedly be closed. Let's take a look. Where's it at? Roof supposedly closed, so got that going for him. Let's see what's going on in this Rockies game. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the chat real quick. Let me go to this, see if there's anybody here. Not sure. It's freaking 4 in the morning, so I doubt anybody's really here. But we got 2 viewers. Give my video a thumbs up, man. If you're a supporter, if you like these. So we're gonna mess around with the lineups. Told you guys who we want to pick on, who we want to pitch. So just for the sake of it, we could throw Scherzer in cash. 12K is kind of crazy though, but most likely we'll throw Arch out there at home. He's been elite, and we'll see who he's going against. I think it's Jose Quintana. So Quintana, let's take a look at some of his numbers this year. A little bit of a drop off, not too much. 4.18. The let's see what the xFIP is. 4.36. All right. Outside swing 29.2. Swing and strike 7.8. So he's not missing any bats in the zone. But luckily for him, he has a Tampa Bay team that likes to strike out a lot. So the actual hitters The spreadsheet hasn't been updated for the hitters because Fangraphs usually doesn't update it to almost 5 o'clock, and at that time I'll most likely be asleep. So let's just take a look real quick. I usually like to separate. I usually like to put the hard contact and all that other stuff in the front. So let's look at the Rays ground ball rate. I like to separate that to look for home runs. Ground ball rate is pretty high, hard contact low. So usually for ground ball rate, I'm looking for anything around 40 or lower. If I'm looking for a home run, and then hard contact, I want anything above 32, depending on the ballpark. So if it's a pretty decent ballpark for hitting, I'm cool with 32, depending on what the pitcher's giving up. And if it's a big park, I wanna, like, say if it's like, damn, AT&T is the worst example. Like Kauffman Stadium, like in KC or whatever. I'm looking for like 35 plus, and what the pitcher's giving up. So uh yeah, let's just look at it right here. So we got the Woba right here in the end row. So oh crap. Ah, that's the only thing I hate about Google Sheets sometimes. Let's go back. So we got the Woba in the end row. We got the WRC right there, the slug-in, the K%, the walk rate, the average, hard contact ground ball. So we got all that here. So if any of you guys will actually like a copy of the spreadsheet, I could definitely send you guys the link. So we got the share link. Could send it to you if you guys hit me up in the YouTube chat or on Twitter or something. Follow me _DRose Jr. Now let's really jump into start making lineups. So we got Chris Archer. We'll just put him there for the sake of the video. Not necessarily gonna play him to say, but excuse me. Oh yeah. Also, before we even get into the lines, we gotta look at the handiness. So as far as lefties goes, we got this separated by xFIP. That's what I like to use a lot to determine who's been getting a little lucky. And of course, Kevin Gausman 6.45 xFIP to lefties, Adelman 5.87, Kane 5.56. So like I said, man, anything about 4.5 is stackable, man. So depending on that ground ball rate and the hard contact, like look at this. Hector Santiago's horrible versus lefties this year. I think he's faced 45 lefties, 18 of them got a hit. Look at the Woba, the whip, line drive, fly ball rate, hard contact, 51.6, which is ridiculous. But most likely on a 15-game full slate, we're probably not gonna have any lefties against Santiago. But let's see who he's playing against. He's playing against the Mariners. Okay, now we can also go look at how the Mariners are facing versus lefties. I don't think their average is pretty good, but I know for sure they're not striking out a lot. Let's see. So also, I only put people with at least 20 at bats versus lefties, and I put 50 for righties because you don't really get to face too many lefties too often. So not a lot of teams that face that many lefties. So okay, by Woba, you really don't have too many guys with a high Woba. Nelson Cruz, Guillermo's like the only two guys with a 350 plus Woba. So but these guys, let's see the walk rate. We got Nelson Cruz 16.0, Valencia 15. We know Valencia is a career lefty hitter. You know he crushes those guys. Also, we got taken to Kyle Seager. I think just 2 seasons ago, he was killing lefties. I think 2015 season when he made the All-Star game. But besides that, I'm not too high on many Mariners, so we'll probably look elsewhere and just take a look at their prices real quick. For what's this for Fanduel? Yes, sir. All right, so Fanduel. Anybody like Robinson Cano 3.5. That's a pretty solid play, but this ballpark, not really a hitter friendly, but that is a great contrarian option here. But when you have cores on the slate, when you have just some other horrible pitcher, man, like Matt Cain. Who else we have here that I want to pick on for sure? Kevin Gut. Well, I'm looking. I don't think there's any any second baseman or lefties that are any second baseman are locks off the top of my head. So we'll take a look at some of the second base here. Kipnis, Colorado. Of course, you got Kipnis 4100 in cores. We got Daniel Murphy. What's Brandon McCarthy doing this year? Pitcher versus left-hand bats. Let's see what McCarthy, how he's faring against lefties. Has he even faced enough? Okay, he's got enough decent work against lefties. 45.8 ground ball rate, X 50.94, 27.7 hard contact. Okay, so he's a pretty solid pitcher. Not great. So we can still take that chance on guys like that if we want to, but on this slate, probably look elsewhere. Um, let's take a look at some other horrible pitching. Pitcher versus right-hand bats, we always got to separate it by xFIP. And of course, again, Hector Santiago's trash. So we will probably have some Guillermo Hermedia, however you say his name. Of course, some Nelson Cruz here. Nelson Cruz will probably be super high. Well, he'll probably be super low owned in tournaments just because of the cores. And there's some other great spots for hitters. So I'm liking him a lot. But for the most part, most of these pitchers don't really suck too bad versus righties. We could get some bats here against Jesse Chavez, who's been more reverse splits. Also like righties against him. Daniel Norris, you could get some guys against him. Let's see who the Tigers are playing. The Angels, no Trout still with that injury. But we got some decent lefty hitters. Andrelton Simmons leading off. Pujols 2.8. That's pretty cheap. Let's see Daniel Norris if he's striking out any righties. So he's number 6. All right. Let's slide that over. 19% K rate, 9.2 walk rate. All right. Allowing righties to pull. And I don't think the Angels strike out too much versus lefties. Let's take a look. Slide this, bring it all the way up to Angels. All right, what's Pujols? Damn, they really haven't faced too many lefties. All right, so Pujols, 51% ground ball, 34.3. Hard contact, K rate 17%, walk rate 8.5. That's pretty solid. Woba, Woba 248. It's probably because he's a ground ball pitcher. I mean, ground ball hitter too. Hard contact is above average, but he's also going against a pretty decent ground ball pitcher. So that's probably a fade for me. We're gonna look for mainly the guys who have fly ball rates like Andrelton Simmons. 61% ground ball rate. Come on, man. And the hard contact is not there, so but you also have to take into account Detroit Tigers bullpen is super trash. So, and that's only 61%. Always leaves in a possibility of a 40% fly ball or line drive rate. So, uh, that's a crazy amount. But considering their prices, it might be worth the risk to hopefully get one home run or just have a solid game here. And the wind is blowing off 16 miles per hour to right field. So we could get an oppo. We could definitely get an oppo. Let's see if there's anybody in the chat. Where can I find a spreadsheet like that? Can you email it to Kevin? Yeah, I'll definitely send it to you. The spreadsheet, pretty much what you want to do. I'll show you what I do. So I'll go on Fangraphs. They can go pitching or batter. And then I make my custom report. So you could bring what you want to do is you bring these stats from over here. You can press that, bring it over there, and it'll be at the bottom now. You can cross it off, and when you put together your little custom sheet, like this is what I put most. I'm gonna show you one of my things. So starting pitcher. All right, so starting pitcher, you gotta actually add the player's name. So let's just go. Manny Ramirez. Oh, sorry, you gotta put it in last name first. Then you can add their name to the custom player thing. So once you do that, you got your table. You put create custom table, then you put create custom player list. Then you can name your report whatever you want. So for my report, I put starting pitching. So I just add the pitchers' names and everything like that. So I didn't update the batters yet because, like it says, it usually doesn't update till around 4:30. And this video is definitely being shot live way before 4:30 a.m. So I didn't update the hitters yet, but I will do that when I wake up. But pretty much, you go to Fangraphs, you can pick the custom stats, you name your report. You definitely got to make an account though, and then you export the data into your Excel or your Well, first you export the data, you save it to your files, then you can put it on Excel or your Google Sheets. For me, I prefer Google Sheets so I can access it at work and everything like that. So that's pretty much what I do. Yeah, but I'll definitely email it to you. Matter of fact, do I have you on? I think I got you on Twitter, Vaughn. So if anything, I'll just DM it to you. DM you my link so you can use it. But I will say that just don't change anything around. But we'll jump back into the slate. Um, who else we got that we want to pick on? Adelman. So of course we saw Adelman numbers versus lefties aren't that good. This could be a perfect bounce. Crap. Let's go back. So this could be a perfect bounce back game for Matt Carpenter, who kind of struggled today in a spot where I think people were high on him. I didn't really play cash today because I didn't like today's slates, but from what I've been told, Carpenter was pretty high owned or DK fan to one of those sites, but 5.87 xFIP, 32.8 ground ball, so the ball's definitely going to be in the air for the most part. The only good thing he has going for him is that he doesn't give him much hard contact. But let's see if Carpenter or Fowler or who else they got in that lineup that's a lefty. Oh, there's only two lefties for the most part. So we'll see if Carpenter and Fowler's getting a lot of hard contact. So we'll take a look. Let's go Cardinals. Batters versus right hand pitching. So damn, Carpenter and Fowler not even top 5 in WOBA, but well, Fowler isn't, Carpenter is. Jerkos, Piscotti, Carpenter, Greg Garcia. So Carpenter, extreme fly ball hitter as well. 25.5% ground ball rate, 42.6 hard contact. This looked like a perfect bounce back spot. A 17% walk rate, 23% K rate. Slugging and WOBA's all there. So he's 24.5% line drive. This is looking like a great bounce back spot for Carpenter. And let's take a look at his price. Carpenter, where's he at? Am I blind or something? Okay, 3,100 today after he was just 3,700 yesterday. What the hell? What an extreme price drop. So this is definitely a guy I probably want to have some exposure to. We know he's batting 213, but I just don't think Adelman's gonna. I just think this is a great spot, man. Anybody with a xFIP above 5, I want to pick on. So, and we also want to take a look at some of the other advanced metrics. This was before today, so these stats are not updated for the plate discipline. So don't. But I'm pretty sure they can't be too far off. One game shouldn't make a difference for the most part. So we're at the Royals. Let's find the Cardinals. All right. So Matt Carpenter has the lowest outside swing, so he's not chasing pitches out of the strike zone. So that's what's actually weird, man. He's striking out a crazy amount, but he's not chasing pitches, and he has a 7.3 swinger strike, 86.5 zone contact. So maybe he's striking out a lot looking. So that's probably his problem right now. But I definitely think this is gonna be a great spot for Matt Carpenter. Like I said, man, the advanced metrics are with him. He's probably just been getting a little unlucky, and he's in a great ballpark for fly ball hitting and a great ballpark for lefties. So I think this is a great bounce back spot for him. 3,100. Gotta have some exposure to him. It's not really my cash game or tournament lineup, but we're just messing around with it right now. So also what I like to do is separated by position just to see projected who I would like. So this is easier for me to who I want to pick on just based on some of the stats that I know off the top of my head. So we'll look at catcher. We don't really like McCann. Oh, James McCann possibly back. We don't want to pick on Quintana with Norris. So usually what I do, I just look for the whack pitchers that I already have in mind that I want to pick on. And then I'm like, okay, this is what catcher's starting. Do I think they'll make great? They could possibly go off in a stack. Make sure they're going against a fly ball pitcher at that, and somebody's not missing a lot of bats. And that's pretty much my process for the most part. Now these two guys, I really don't have any stats on them in my spreadsheet because they're both. I think Junis had made one start, I think he made one start, and then Polino, this is his first start, and they're both strikeout pitchers. If you look at their minor league numbers, pretty elite strikeout stuff. So um, I'll probably leave that game alone for the most part, but you could probably win some decent money stacking the Astros since they seem to put up like 6 to 7 runs every day. You probably get 2 or 3 bats there that might go off. Of course, we got Coors, Hannigan at 3K, pretty cheap. I think Clevenger's a reverse blitz pitcher. Let's take a look. If he, because when he was okay, xFIP versus lefties 4.5. Let's see the K rate. Uh, damn, gotta scroll down a little bit. 15.2, not striking out lefties too much, and I'm on the wrong person. Okay, Clevenger, 29 points, so a fly ball pitcher, 28.6 hard contact. That's pretty good. That's pretty great. Contact there, but you don't want to be a fly ball pitcher in Colorado. I'll tell you that much. And he's striking out lefties 28.6% of the time, so that's pretty solid. I'll give him that. Also, thanks, brother. Okay, got you. I just got an email. I low key want to look at it, but I want to keep this video going smoothly. So, what else I was at? So Hannigan, Gomes. Oh yeah, we were supposed to look at his numbers versus righties. Clevenger 3.5. So, but I feel like low key. Let's take a look at his numbers from last year. I feel like he was more trash versus righties last year than lefties. Let's take a look. Yeah, I know I wasn't bugging. 301 average, 584 slugging, 412 WOBA. FIP and xFIP versus righties, pretty high. But I mean, that was his first year in the pros, so we give him a pass, I guess. So maybe those numbers are gonna come back down as he probably added some new pitches to his arsenal. Probably just got a little bit better. So I will see how that goes. Any other catches here? Austin Hedges, extra 2.5. You can always play Hedges, man. He's fake, but we know Robbie Ray gives up a lot of hard contact at righties, so you could just get lucky on the Austin Hedges, but most likely it's not worth it on this slate. Russell Martin versus Jesse Hahn, no good. Steven Vogt versus Estrada, nah, I'll pass. Mike Zeno, bad ninth at home, where you probably only get 4 at bats the most. I'll probably pass. Yeah, catcher already for me is not looking too good, so we'll see what the actual lines are going to be though. I like Detroit, man, a little bit too. So let's go to second base now. Cherry pick here. Let's go. Damn, Pirates don't have any second baseman that ever play. Starlin Castro versus lefty. That's definitely intriguing, but the wind blowing in, small ballpark. And Pomeranz is a pretty solid pitcher. Starlin Castro at 2.9 is pretty cheap for a guy that bats over. I think he bats over 300 against lefties in his career. So, and he's hitting lefties pretty alright this year. So, Starlin Castro is definitely in play. Ian Kinsler back versus a reverse splits pitcher, 3.2. Let's take a look at Ian Kinsler numbers real quick, along with the rest of the Tigers versus righties. Scroll down. Okay, so Avila number 1. Let's see where we see. What the hell is Kinsler? Am I blind or something? I know there's no way Kinsler doesn't have 50 at bats versus righties. Let's take a look. There's no way. 2007. He has 130. Yo, what the hell? Something's wrong with this. Yeah, there's something. Maybe I moved his name around or something by mistake with my spreadsheet. But Kinsler, we could just take a look at his numbers from here. He's only batting 238. That's not good at all. Let's see his batted ball though. Fly ball. Okay, fly ball hitter with some hard contact. So Kinsler's definitely in play at home, batting leadoff if he does play today. So I like him a lot. I don't think Chavez is a contact pitcher for the most part. We could take a look at some of Chavez numbers. Oh, pitcher versus right-hand bats. Where's he at? Let's see his K percent. Scroll down. I'm actually bring it over here in the spreadsheet. Bring it a few. We don't care about line drive right now. So we can see Chavez only 18.4 K percent. Now let's take a look at his outside swings and everything like that. Jesse Chavez 26.8 outside swinging strike 8.3. So he's not missing bats in the zone. And his outside swing, well, those are swings that you generate outside the strike zone, only 26.8, and I think that's below average. So we can actually take a look at that. Oh, crap. All right. So we'll go to league stats. We'll see plate discipline. So the outside swing average in the league is 29.3. Swing strike is 10.4. So he's definitely below on both of those areas. So I think you could definitely get a Detroit stat going. Of course, they throw out a heavy righty lineup. So definitely like a Tiger stack here. We'll go Kinsler coming off the DL if he's gonna play. We'll see. You check if they come on first. All right, so today's his first day eligible back, so we'll put him in there just for the hell of it. Catcher, just to enter a lineup though at the end of it, so we're not crazy enough to do this, but go Austin Hedges. Third base now. Let's go to third base. Okay, Josh Harrison versus Kevin Gausman. Of course, we know last year Kevin Gausman sucked versus righties. Let's see how he's faring this year. 4.3, 45.6 ground ball, 32.8 hard contact. We know the Pirates don't strike out too much. 17.9 K rate. So let's take a look at what some of the Pirates are doing versus righties. Pretty much, we really just want to see with Josh Harrison, his numbers. So fly ball pitcher, pretty much. Ground ball rate is only 34.4, a lot of hard contact. So you get Josh Harrison in the hitters part. I think this is a pretty good sneaky matchup for him. 3.4 though, that might be a little bit too much for us on this slate, but we'll have to take a look at some of the other third basemen. Headley, no. Castellanos in play at 2.9. That's definitely a play. Longoria versus the lefty is always in play, especially a contact lefty. Who we got here? I don't really like too many of the guys in this game. Aaron Nola, I don't pick on him. A little bias from me though, because that's one of my favorite players. The Brewers don't have a third baseman on Fanduel. Jake Arrieta, his advanced metrics say he should start pitching well, but he hasn't. So, but the wind is blowing in, and Wrigley can't touch that game. At least none of the hitters. Third base, Wilmer Flores been hitting pretty good. Mustakis, nah. Arenado's probably gonna be super low on because of that price in this slate. Get him at that, get a nice little dong there from him. Jose Ramirez 3.9, too much. Okay, Solarte, no. Damn, third base is not looking too good, man. You might have to take that tournament option and go with my boy Kyle Seager at 3.3. So we'll just throw him in there for now. And we actually gotta see who's gonna be thrown out there when the lineups are actually confirmed. So there might be some value to open up. Third base doesn't look too exciting though. Go to shortstop. See if there's anybody else in chat. Okay. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock. I don't really expect anybody to be up. So shortstop. We'll just try to make this quick. Go Andrelton Simmons, man. Outfield, we'll build the outfield real quick. Yo, Frenchie. How this look at what FanDuel, man. FanDuel is jokes, man. They probably meant to put this price for somebody else, or it just is a mistake. Franchi Cordero is 5.4, and against a lefty. Oh man, FanDuel is jokes. I mean, nobody's gonna play him anyway, but come on. You're just gonna look for some value here, so we'll throw my boy Hicks in there to be a little biased. Nah, I'm joking. We'll go Fowler. Who else can we go? I like Adam Frazier versus Gosman. And then we'll go 2,600 just so we have to scroll through and look at some of these cheap price bets. Uh, who can we go at the bottom of this tier? Damn, it took me forever to get down here. Let's see if there's anybody that's a sleeper. Tyler Collins, no. Yo, what's up with Fanduel doing these match price by these price-based matchups? Freaking yesterday, Chris Taylor's 3,500. Now today's 24. Goody was 28, I think, or something like that. So Kike was 20, 29, I think. So FanDuel really turning into DraftKings. All right, who can we go, man? These bottom price. If Andrew Roman actually was to play, I would like him. But I guess we could just lower the price on Archer. Of course, we like Archer here. DeGrom got that one blowing in, so we'll go. I mean, Arrieta got that one blowing in, so we'll just go with him there. Let's see. 3K for the last outfielder. Try to be sneaky here. Who's pitching for ATL again today? Oh, Yami. We can take that chance on Aaron out there, so he hits lefties pretty good. Just don't like that he's a ground ball hitter, but just for the sake of the lineup and ending the video, we'll just enter that in there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, man. If you definitely want to take a look at the spreadsheet and use it and mess around with your own, I'll save a copy and then I'll email it to whoever wants it. So shout out to whoever's watching. Appreciate all the love, the feedback that I'll possibly get. And hopefully you guys like this. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment. And pretty much I'm out, man. Peace.